All right, welcome back to week 38 DKFC. Hey, this is a game that reminds me of a donkey show I saw in Tijuana. It's Sunderland versus Everton. Horrible, but you still can't stop and you can't look away. Sunderland of staying alive. Everton are just a mess. They deserved almost to be relegated. Andy, what do we think of this match?
Yeah, Everton are playing like relegation candidates. If it's one of those, if the game was the season was 3 or 4 games longer this year, I would seriously worry about Everton, because Martinez. Let's not get me on another Martinez rant, but he's lost the fans a few weeks ago. He's lost the players as well. I would just like to be a little bit smug though and say that I did call a Sunderland win at the weekend against Chelsea. I have called Sunderland to survive. This is a gimme for Sunderland. They're at home. The crowd's going to be fully behind them. Jermaine Defoe's been a difference because he's got 15 goals for Sunderland this season. Newcastle's top scorer has got 8, and Norwich's top scorer has got 5. That tells you everything you need to know. I've got this down as 2-0 for Sunderland. I think Saturday's going to be academic. Newcastle and Norwich are both down. This is where Sunderland secure it. 2-0.
Jamie, mentioning Defoe, he seems to be like last minute, like last 15 minutes of the game. Hey, just Defoe's going to score. Like it goes. Does Everton have a chance here, or is Sunderland? Do they prime to stay alive in this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Even though you called it, they would go down.
Yeah, I did. You wouldn't have thought they'd win 3-2 against Chelsea, I don't think. But also, you wouldn't have thought Newcastle would fail to beat Aston Villa, which is the main problem here. It's not because Sunderland won; it's because Newcastle couldn't win. But we'll get back to that later. Sunderland, I think, huge respect to Sam Allardyce to keep this team up. They look like they were completely down and out back in October, November time. The signings he's made have been so good. Kone, the centre-back's been brilliant. Kirchhoff, Kazri's been an absolute revelation. That goal he scored against Chelsea on Saturday was one of the best ones this season, I think. They've only lost
shin. It was off his
shin. It's a very, very controlled volley. It was brilliant.
It was off.
They've only lost once in the last 9 games. That's why they're staying up. They don't lose games. They don't win many, but and obviously Defoe's goals, which I haven't mentioned yet, 15 this season. If people start getting injured for England, he's got to be in with a chance of going to the Euros. He has.
I know, I'm laughing because you're right. It's just very odd.
But Everton, like, what else can you say? As Andy said, I'm not going to go on another rant about Martinez. I could go for a while. I'm sure we could just have a whole rant about it. They can finish as 16th, which is absolutely shocking. If you think that they probably saw themselves as 5th or they probably saw themselves as on the level of Tottenham last season, I'd say. And they're 16th this year. Lukaku hasn't scored any goals in 8 games. He's been absolutely awful.
Tyrone,
Sunderland are going to win.
Sunderland win. They're calling Sunderland win. Everton's won 1 of their last 6. Is Sunderland? Do you think they're starting to feel the momentum? Hey, we can stay alive now.
I think so, and I think they've got Big Sam's played a massive part in this, and those bloody fans as well. You know, the absolute flip side of say some of the supporters they Villa's had, and even Newcastle, where it could be a little bit fair weather. But the fans of Sunderland have been absolutely fantastic. I said Newcastle would survive and Sunderland would go down. I have to reverse that now. I have to reverse that opinion. Sunderland deserve it. That was a hell of a spirited comeback against Chelsea, and their defence, which is a bit of a, it's a real mixed bag. It's a real dirty little crew there they've got, but they've been superb. What do you have? Listen, I'm a fan of Yedlin, but because it amuses me. I don't actually think he's good. Let's get this straight. But even he had a shot against Chelsea last week. He had a header that, of course, why I had to pull out. So they thoroughly deserved to beat Chelsea. We were all right in the first half. We managed to get those couple of goals, and then we just did not chase the ball in the second half. We were a disgrace, in my opinion. I'm still quite angry about it. Anyway, I'll talk about Chelsea in a minute. Sunderland will win this, I think, 2-1. I think it will be, they might make it hard for themselves. Everton, they're not without talent, but yeah, it's just a rudderless ship. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Martinez has lost that crew. He really has. They've got an average age of mid-20s, the Everton team. They've got some of the biggest starlets coming through the English game, and they should not be playing like this. They've been outrageously bad. I feel sorry for those fans. Sunderland will win tonight, and I do believe that they will stay up as well.
You've heard it from the panel here. We're all calling Sunderland to win and to stay and not get relegated. How do you play? You go to DraftKings.co.uk, you make your own roster, you put it together, you can win big. Welcome to the big time.